Oh, Donna. Anyways, it's not a singing moment now. This morning I got a phone call from someone. Big up on yourself, Madonnas. My respect to you all. Yeah. I got a call from somebody this morning because they were triggered by something that happened on the internet this week. And it kind of triggered them. They were talking to me about it. And, I could feel their pain because it resonated. I've been through things like that. So I know what it feels like. When somebody is talking to you about a situation that you've been through it, you can relate to them more. So I asked her if she wants to share it on this platform because there are certain things that need to highlight and we don't talk about it enough. And I just want her to come on and just explain it before I even go in any depths, any deep, and you guys listen and you guys tell me what you think. But anyway, Madonnas, more respect to Uno. Thank you so much for keep coming and supporting me on this channel. I greatly appreciate you guys. Enough love, enough blessings and prosperity to you all. Let me tell you something. You see, love, people say love not there no more. And I've listened, even in my comment section, people are hurting. And it's good sometimes when you can find somebody that you can relate to and somebody that you can talk to. I met a lot of people on social media and I I relate to them. A lot of people share their story to me and I relate to them because I'm human being and I care about humans. Not everybody want the best for everybody, but everybody is it. All the humans doesn't come off of this earth. There's still more love live on this planet. So let's dive into it. I'm gonna call her right now, and then we can talk about it. Let me get to her. Uh,
Hello.
Hi, Lorraine.
Hi,
What's up, Queen?
I'm good.
Okay. You home cooking?
No, I was just finishing up my barrels, but it's okay.
Or you packing?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. All right. So I actually have the camera on. I actually have the camera on. So I was like giving a little intro that we have a conversation this morning, and I ask you to, talk about it because we relate to the situation and we don't share a lot of light on these kind of stories. So yeah, let's dive into it. So this morning you were a little triggered because you see some things going on the internet and things like those trigger me too because both of us have been into the situation. But today is not for me, today is for you. So I want to shed light on what you have been through.
Well, what I've been through is still traumatizing. Just seeing it in front of my face again, going on with somebody else, it just bring me right back to that day. When I get abused sexually, and it has been very painful. Now I am 50 years old, and I believe it happened when I maybe under 9 years old.
Wow.
But it left that scar. It left that scar inside. That it's like a pain that never goes away.
So question to you. Question to you. Were he did it to you or he just attempt to do it?
That part I don't know, but I know I smell something. So if he insert, I don't have that part in my head, but I do believe he did.
Oh, so you don't have the insert part, but you have do you have like
I
any
think it
touches?
happened, but I don't have that. I don't have that in the back of my head, like if he did put it in or not. But I know I smell that scent never goes away.
So what about like touching and stuff like that? Did he touch you?
Yes, all of that happened. All of that happened. everything happen. It does happen. Even when I was much older, he tried again at a family home by trying to put me sitting on his lap, and he was just having his finger there, having his own time, like he wasn't doing nothing. And it's like because of all those stuff, and you have like a girl or girls, it leaves that scar. So even if somebody don't even touch a girl, just by them looking at them, you just feel a whole thing replay back inside your head.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think it was like a year or 2 years ago, around 2 years ago, I tried to call because my uncle is I think he's a detective or some special person in the force, and I was asking him about if it's too late to press charges, because I believe that every offenders that take away little kids innocent, I think they should I think they should charge for murder, in my opinion. I think they should, because they take away your youth from you, and that never goes away.
It never goes away. I've been into that situation, and it's never go away. You
never goes away.
They rob you of your innocence,
of your joy.
Yeah,
rob you, because
they rob
my
you.
mom was just giving me food to bring to this person. So it's like your kindness becomes something else. You understand what I mean? I had to walk a far way to bring that food to that person. He was just taking advantage of me. I don't remember the full details, but I know the scent that I smell, and that I did report it, but it never go anywhere.
Do you report it like to the police or to just?
I reported to the family member, his wife known, my auntie, it's my auntie husband's brother, so everybody knows.
Wow.
And nothing didn't go. I think what should have happened, they should have took him to jail.
Yeah.
But nothing happened. But I didn't have enough knowledge of everything,
right?
Like details.
Right.
But I know that something did happen, and I know that groping was a lot of it. If you put it in, I don't remember that part. Maybe God just don't want me to remember it.
Right.
But I know that he did have that scent coming from his, you know what. Right. So that scent never goes away, because even using bleach, I don't want nobody use bleach around me, because that's the scent I smell. Until now, I don't use bleach. It's like it just pisses me off every time I smell it. Like I just get mental immediately. And I don't think that nobody should cover up people that doing those stuff, even when it's gonna bring you down,
right, and
it's gonna bring you out,
right,
as a educator or a counselor or a parent or immediate family. I think that they should make some attempt for those persons to be punished.
Yep.
By the book.
100%.
In the highest degree.
Yeah.
I think they should be hanged. In my opinion, I don't know if it's right to be talking those stuff.
It should. It should. Who does things like that to like this is not right. And it's not like you don't know better.
It's not like they did it to one, and I go through the process of realizing that more than one of my siblings
have been through
the same person.
With the same person.
And with the same person.
Mighty God.
And when I grow up, I had my child, and she was maybe on the 10. just like my age. And he's like, when I go to Jamaica, and he wanted to play with her, and I looked him in his face and I said, if you ever, I will push it, whatever I gotta push inside of you, and just turn it.
Right.
And I don't think you should be alive. And I looked him in the face. I said, don't even look her direction.
Mighty.
Because you robbed me of my youth.
Mighty.
And it's not funny. It is not funny. Because it vaguely, like, I believe, like, when you're going through those stuff as a kid,
right,
in your head, you think it's something good because it makes you feel away because you don't understand.
right.
And I think that was one of it. And when I do understand what he's doing to me is really wrong, because little kids that don't understand, somebody playing with you or whatever, even if your partner playing with you, you feel that thing, because once you are alive,
right,
unwell, don't care how old you are, you're gonna feel, you know, the turn on of it. So if you are a kid and you don't understand, you think, oh, it's funny, and you know, you want to get it done, but until you realize that
exactly
what the person doing is wrong,
exactly,
and that they shouldn't do that, and you know,
because they're an adult. There's an adult, and
yes,
you don't realize that you're taking away. It's not like you don't realize that they're taking away your innocence, and when you get older and get more knowledge to this, you realize, like, even if you used to laugh up with them because you're a child, you don't know what you're doing. You're a child. You have no idea what this is doing to you.
Exactly. So I'm saying,
and the thing is,
mothers,
yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And the thing is, in the community in Jamaica where you grew up, the community is also to be blamed for a lot of these things that is happening to a child, because even in your own household in Jamaica, they don't, like, give you that opportunity where you can relate to them as a parent. You scare your child. You scared your child so much. The community bring down your children so much. They judge your child, even if there are 5, 6. They said, oh, this Pitney is so bad. Look upon him in bad. Remember, they are child. They don't know better. So when you're in the community and you're dragging somebody else's child, you have to realize, like, you see that little girl there? Yeah. You see her? I them dry, you see? Right. They don't know what you're enduring. Exactly. They don't know. They are children. They are in churches, you know, because most of the people them that slander people is the church people. I'm telling you. That's so true. Ain't no joke. A lot of it's from church. So if you think that, okay, I'm going to talk about it in a church, it's not going to be better. Exactly. They're going to drag you same way. And I know that for sure. They're going to drag you same way because they are human just like we. They have fault just like we. So some of them even worse than the people them that is on the outside. But listen, what you have to tell a parent right now in this situation, when your child is talking to you, listen. Because a lot of kids come around and tell their parents. Let me tell you something. A lot of kids don't come out and say A, B, C, right? Right, but they give you ideas. They are scared. Yeah. And majority of the time, they has been threatened by the other person, what they're gonna do, right, when they're gonna do it, right, and you I've been there. Say nothing, and they put a zip on your mouth. But what I would say to other parents is this book, just be vigilant. Everything is in this book. I wasn't okay. Yeah, you don't care if the person is a male or a female. You have to watch your kids. You got to know when something is. It doesn't matter if it's exactly. Yes. And the changes can show. They're showing you like a sign, you know. They're showing you like a sign, but because you're so damn busy making money or doing something else, okay, no, man, it's not that what we see. Let me tell you something. The first instinct in your gut when you see something, do something. Yeah. Because if you don't do that, Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay.
If you don't do that, at the end of the day, you're gonna pay for it because that child is gonna hate you for the rest of their life, or they have some resentment.
Right.
Because if it's even boy it happened to, they may not remember everything in details what happened to them, but they know something did happen. And it left that scar, and that scar is just like if a pot burn you
Right.
to a third-degree burn. Let me tell you something, that scar ain't moving nowhere. So that's the
Mighty
type of
God.
scar. So any mother out there, please don't just, okay, it's my child father, so I'm just gonna leave them and go take a vacation somewhere. You have to, if you can't take care of your kids, don't have them.
Right.
Don't just leave them anyhow,
You see,
because yeah, go ahead.
you see, I'm sorry for cut you. You can't leave them anyhow. But let me tell you something. Even sometimes the man them when you're having at the house with you as a woman and know that they are not their child, even some of them will go after them own child. It is so frightening. It is so afraid. You have to have your pee and your Q out because some of these mans they just prey up on children. But sometimes you don't know who you're taking in your house. Sometimes you have no idea who you're taking up because they show you this front, they show you this nice, they show you what you want to see, but on the inside is something opposite. You have to be careful.
Process when I was a little older, and it was a pastor. It was a pastor tried that already with me.
Mighty God.
Tried to kiss me, and he told me, oh, he thought that's what I wanted. I wanted a boyfriend. That's why I'm coming home so late. Because there was this other little young lady that was there, and she don't talk to him with no manners. And I believe that was one of it. And he lived there with his wife.
Yeah. So that child, he may be prey upon that child.
In my opinion, she was older than I am, but you could see the body language.
Right.
From what, because I was staying with them, and after my mom migrated and stuff, we was all over the place because we were staying with family member, and it was just too much. And then I went to live with the pastor. I think I would be safer. No, it wasn't. You understand me? And even some of these guys, they may not insert in stuff down there, but they put it thinking dirty, sticking the kids' mouth. So we have to watch.
Mighty.
And be careful.
I have some grandkidney there, and I'm sure I'm gonna be like, I would have to like get cutlass with some of them people. Yeah, me I tell you, cause me ready for do what me have to do. You see me know say if
pushing at the right hole, they're going to find a next hole to push it in.
So you have to watch
wherever the hole them is. Look very carefully.
You
understand, because some of them terrible bacteria in their body are let out, and they look up in them, damage their life long. Damage their life so they can't even think of going to another partner. Some of them infected with all kind of something. You understand me?
Yeah. It's so sad. It's like it just leave me kind of speechless a little because I have so much that I want to let off, but it's like when you listen to story like this, it kind of like cramp you. Me have so much before that me didn't want to let off, and it's now like me just gone blank because me in at the moment now I think about what happened to me, what happened to others, and all that stuff. Like if you have a conversation for me, if you have a conversation about it, it's like it just make me numb. There's so much little kids out there that is going through this same kind of thing, but afraid to express themselves, afraid to talk, and they're living in silence. I've been there. And how I really get through to it. I remember when I was 19 years old and locked myself into a room and have my two kids, and I locked myself and they weren't there, but I decided that that's it. I don't want to be here. And that trauma that I've been through I just find myself beating the bed, knocking my head on the bed, beating the floor, drop down on the floor, have not eat for like 24 hours. I cry day, I cry, go, I cry, go. I fall asleep, I get up, I cry, I get up, I cry like I just don't want to. I said I'm not gonna eat because I don't want to. There's so many kids that need to release that. And that's why sometimes I feel like, I wanted to become a therapy because for me to get here where I'm at right now, and can relate to it, you could not get me talked about this. You could not get me talked about this before 2020, before I was 20. Because the first time I talked about what I've been through, it was with my husband. And I used to like cry, like he's in the bed sleeping, and my pillow is soaking wet because I'm crying, and I don't want him to know that I'm crying because of what I have been through. And I said to him, he wake up one night and see me crying and said to me that, what happened to you? Like he literally put his hand under my eye because the room was so dark. And he said, what happened to you? And I said, nothing. And he said, come on, talk to me. What happened to you? And I said, nothing. And I'm just trying not for him to feel, because him hear me join up. I was trying not for him to hear me, but for some reasons, like him wake up there and I didn't know he woke. And it's like him hear me crying, even though I'm trying to be so quiet. And then he said, talk to me. You can talk to me. And him turn on and him hug me and him say, come here, talk to me. What is it that you're going through? This is between me and you. You will never hear me repeat this. Tell me, because if you don't tell me, I can't help you. I cannot help you. You have to tell me. Sometimes you shut down, you're not talking. Because sometimes I just go blank. And it's like a malice
Me
him.
too.
It's like a
I take
malice
a
him as
quiet
if
time.
I
Sometimes I
malice
don't even
him,
want to hear the kids.
and I get agitated. Like I just don't
Yep.
want to hear anybody. And like I just get so edgy
Mm-hmm.
and so agitated, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to talk to anybody. And it's like, just repeating stuff that that I've been doing, that maybe I'm not even recognized I'm doing it. And he said,
Mm-hmm.
and when I realized that I could talk to him and I talked to him about that, that was the happiest day. I could tell you, one of the happiest day, because when I have my daughter, I was really happy. My daughters. So I mean, that was a day that I feel like so much joy come into my life. That's when I know that this man was going to be my husband, because I have never had this conversation with anybody. And he don't even realize that that was one of the main reason why I fall in love with him, because I could relate to him that I never had with my family, friends, nobody ever in my life. I never had anybody I could sit and talk to, knowing that it wasn't going to be all over the news or all over the world. People go back next door and tell everybody, because I was so afraid of how the community was growing up that I did not want
Mm-hmm.
to talk to anybody about what I'm going through. I just didn't trust anybody. I have trust issues, because all the neighborhood does is tear down these children. Like,
Yep.
they
Yep.
don't give them an opportunity to talk. They don't get them and to explain what they are
Silence
going
them.
through. I learned
Mm-hmm.
that my big sister um born here because the man take it from my mother. She was coming from school and he just hold her and take it. And then my mother just got
Mm-hmm.
pregnant, and I learned that from my sister, like 2 years or so before she passed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, this was a thing for them to just do what they want to do with people, girl pitney, like these things, and it's still happening. You pray up,
Still happening.
you have stepfather taking picture with stepdaughter, and the stepdaughter and the stepfather and dip on the daughter bottom. Like,
Yep.
what? Like, what happened
Mm-hmm.
to our waist? What happened around our neck when you have in a
Nothing on
group?
our waist. Our hand is fine.
No,
Our
but I
hand is
mean,
fine.
I
Or
just
over
put
our
your hand on your
shoulder.
side. Put your hand on your
Over your
side,
shoulder.
over your shoulder.
Yeah.
What are you doing with your hand on the child's bottom, like it big bowl there? What are you doing? You can't be doing that. Like, what do you? That's is not your child, and not even your child. You shouldn't be having your hand on her bottom. You shouldn't be doing that.
You see, I think, right, because some of these men are still have they still have a little boy inside of them that never grow up because they've never been taught. And even though they come to the realization that it is wrong, they still don't do it because it was okay from before their generation. So I just continue.
This is crazy. This is the craziest thing ever. Like, we have to shed light on these things. People need to talk about them experience. Nobody not have to know where them are got. Nobody not have to know who them be. But like, talk about it, because when you talked about it, you have no idea. My husband don't understand how much what he have done for me when he give me that comfort of
Assurance, yeah.
that comfort of communication that I'd never had before with anybody. He has no idea. There is sometimes that I'm not telling you that my husband and I life is perfect. No, it's far from perfect. But what I can tell you, we love each other and we respect each other. And we do have disagreement, but he has never ever disrespect me in over 20 years I know him. Never. Like, even tell me a bad word, even call me out of my name like a character. No, he will get pissed and like him will say, damn it, leave me alone, blah, raise him voice, stuff like that. But he has never disrespect me. He has never. He will raise him voice for me to listen, because sometimes, me, we talk over him and then something I mean I allow him to talk or whatever. It's vice versa. Same way, if me feel like him not listen to me because him upset over what me do, then me will raise my voice and me will say, listen with me and say blah blah blah. But we have never disrespect each other. I was sitting down yesterday morning, and I was talking to him and I said, the pandemic hit and that was a hard time for us, and we start to lay out the things them that we've been through during that time. And he said, if we overcome that, I don't see what we can overcome. We sit and we have discussion. And it's sad because like situation like this, I had 3 girl child, and it take me so long for me to bring my husband to my house. It took me so long for him to get comfortable in my house because I was afraid of him around my girls. I was so afraid of man being around my children.
I used to leave my little one with her dad, right? And when I come back, the door bolted from top to bottom.
You there?
I didn't like that. So when I come in and I take off her clothes and I search her from one corner to the other, right in front of him, and he watching me like I'm crazy.
Because you are paranoid because of the things that you go through. You are paranoid and you don't want anything, and it's like that trust make you frightened, like you don't have that trust.
I couldn't see the thing wherein you're gonna just bolt up all the doors. It's not like say me gone a cube or me not come back.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Mighty God. Simple things trigger you. Simple things.
I remember even one time my dad said, I used to let my big daughter go by my dad. And she used to go over there, she played with my little sister because they're around the same age. And I remember this man said to me, say, you see those 2 little bitches, they give too much trouble.
What bitches is talking about?
My daughter and his daughter. Those 2 little bitches, I got to separate them in 2 different rooms because they're giving too much talking.
You're there.
I never send my child back over there.
What? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Why would you call your child and my child 2 little bitches?
So in this day now, because this morning you were saying that it take you in a way where you just shut down and you just get depressed and all that stuff, and that kind of like, maybe you really, we as black people, we don't see counseling. We feel like counseling is not for us. One of the things is how we were raised. Like, okay, we're supposed to be strong.
It's not just counseling where I have problem with.
Brush it
I have
off.
a problem with taking medication. They want to give me medication. I don't want to be medicated. I don't think that's the way to go.
Yeah. So you're not taking medication and not taking counseling. I think that counseling is what they should refer you, because sometimes the medication, it give you different problems.
Exactly. I used to
So
take care of mental patients before. I don't know what that medication could do. It will
yeah,
calm you down, but you take you higher.
yeah. So that's terrible. Like, you have to get counseling. You have to talk to people and get it off your chest. You can't, like, that's why I said, when you have people around you that loves you, like my husband and my kids, them, it's like I don't need much people. I know God loves me. I don't need much people to show me that love. But I'm a lovable person and I love everybody. The thing is,
me too.
I love, yeah, I give,
heart,
yeah,
my soul, and my body.
yes.
Yeah.
I want peace. I want my heart to be peace. I want to go to my bed at night. I want to be able to sleep. So, with that being said, I choose love and I choose to love. That doesn't mean I'm going to call you every day and talk to you and all of that. But in my heart, it have nothing but love. We don't have to be talking. We have to love everyone. We have to. Like, things are happening, but I just don't want it rest on my heart, because I want it to be clean.
Because some people love you because of condition.
Yeah.
But if you don't have unconditional love,
Yeah.
you ain't going nowhere with
Exactly.
the love what you're talking about.
Exactly. You have to have that, and you have to forgive. You have to forgive. It doesn't mean that you have to forget, but it doesn't matter. I know some people say they cannot forgive people that did them things. I forgive everyone that did me wrong. I'm not the kind of person who walk around with pain and grudges and all that. And that's just since I meet my husband, knowing that I have 4 children who loves me, because I used to be that person who hold things inside, keep walking around with revenge and like, I want to hurt you. I'm going to do you this. I used to feel that way. But since I've grown and more realized that, God is love and I understand who God is, I decided not to carry baggage with me. Like, if you upset me tomorrow, maybe I don't even remember you tomorrow. Yesterday, maybe tomorrow I don't remember you. And it's just the truth. Like, I just don't want to be a part of that lifestyle.
In my opinion, I give people 3 chances to hurt me. And you see, from that 3 chances over, you sorry that you did hurt me, even though it's 3 times I'm going to give it to you, because I'm going to give it to you hard.
Right.
I'm going to, if you even fall down in front of me, I might not give you a cup of water, because I tried.
It's so sad.
You understand what I mean? I tried to love. I tried to care. I tried to give. I reach a stage sometime I pray to God and I say, God, change my heart from being this kind, because
and you don't want to do that. I know, I heard you said that before. You don't want to do that. Don't ask God to change you in something that you wasn't.
I know.
Just ask him to help you and direct you in the right way. Don't ask him to change you into somebody mean, because you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that. But sometimes you gotta choose.
Every time that I reach that stage, I still turn on back and bother myself.
I know. But listen to me. Listen to me. You gotta love you. You gotta choose you. God first. You gotta choose you, because without you, what are you? You have to choose you. But at the same time, you still gotta be nice. So don't ask for something you don't want to be, because when you be on that side, you're gonna still regret it. So just stay positive and don't get discouraged. Trust me. I know sometimes we are human. We flustered when people treat us a certain way, but we just gotta move on, because we are here for not forever. We are here for a season, and we're gonna go one day. So just while you're here, just be nice. And that's how I look at it. So don't listen to them. The right person will come into your life to bring some joy into it, even if whatever they're doing to you is you're not happy. So don't worry about the ones them that hurt you. Just let them go. Don't let them butter you up. The Bible said the right hand offend you, cut it off. If you have to cut them off, said okay, that's it. So yeah, that's how I look on it. But me no want the video. How long this video is? Over 30 minutes. Me I go wrap it up now. Thank you so much, Lauren, for calling and share your story with me. Me appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing. We need to share lights on these kind of stories. and so that, you know, mothers can listen to these things that happen and pay attention to their children. I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much, Carl. And me and you
Yeah,
will
but
talking.
now
We're
one
supposed to,
more thing. What I
yeah,
want to say is that what I want to say is that we as parents that that talk about other people that go through that and just add pressure to them, think that okay, they should have this and they should have that. Without you being in that circumstances, you won't know until when you know. So
right,
just keep on loving each other and be positive when something go wrong to somebody else.
exactly, exactly, exactly. Amen. All right, hon. Thank you so much. And I'm supposed to call you back about that thing. So um, I will talk
No
to you
problem.
later. All right, boo boo. Yeah. Bye
Have
bye.
a blessed night.
You too. Bye bye. Ah, God. Guys, listen to me. You see, sometimes we as parents put fear in our children. And that is no joke. Because growing as a tough mother, you want to be tough. So you try to balance the thing, especially if you're a single mother. You don't pay attention to when your children are vulnerable. You don't. Because you're playing hero, trying to play mother and father. I did it. I did it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a tough parent growing my children them. And did they tell me everything? No. But they tell me a lot of things, but they're not going to tell you everything. So you see the mistake that I made, you don't make it because you are more aware. I grew up back then when I used to get beaten and poop up myself and all these things. Now, if you do that to a child, um, you can go jail. That is something different. So what you can do is try to do what best for your child by paying attention. I'm not saying to save the rod and spoil the child. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm also not saying that you should go there and your child. Don't do it. So at the end of the day, what I am saying now is that it is it is it is beautiful when you have a bond with your children and they are, you know, they come to you and they can share stuff with you. But a lot of the parents, they don't listen. And this is a perfect thing. As an adult, I I was listening to a lady the other day that said, and I saw these kind of stuff. I'm not gonna talk about her because I'm gonna do a video on that story. But listen, I have grown up and I have seen licky licky, what Jamaican call licky licky parents, and those parents are the one who their young child they will see man after their young daughters, and because the man have a little money, um the parents just be nice to the man. And it no matter what them pitney I go through, they don't care about that. Them just want to know so them can get a little thing. I'm gonna do a video on that because this video is long, so I'm gonna close. But leave your thoughts in the comment section, guys, and please remember to hit that like button. It will be greatly appreciated. And tell me what y'all think about Lorraine's situation. If you have ever been through something like this, drop it in the comment section. If you want to call me and talk about it, let me know. I have it's Donna Marie on Instagram, Donna B Life on Instagram. You can always reach out to me on Donna B Life on Facebook. You can Life, Life, Donna B Life. You can always reach out to me on that. Text me in your inbox and we could talk about yours too. Share light because these things need to stop with the children. Them honestly, so much is going on, and sometimes it's good for us to shed light as an adult. Okay, see you guys because this video is way too long. Bye bye.